Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sophia and I love reading books. Now, we're coming into May, which is a little bit insane. We've somehow made it to the 5th month of the year already. I don't know how that's happened, but we're coming into Gemini season. My mum's a Gemini. I personally, controversial, don't mind a Gemini. But as it is the start of the month, once again, it's about time that I pick my TBR for the month of May. I do have a few anticipated reads that are being released this month. First one is A Curse Carved in Bone, the sequel to A Fate Inked in Blood. So I would love to get A Fate Inked in Blood on my TBR this month for a little cheeky reread. And I would also obviously love to read A Curse Carved in Bone. I'm gonna read it regardless because I love that book so much. And I also am really looking forward to The Knight and the Moth, or The Knight and His Moth by Rachel Gillig. And I'm very excited for. It's potentially like a princess and a knight and like on a little adventure. Sign me up. That sounds so good. But at the end of the day, my TBR for May is gonna be decided by the random prompts in the jar. I may probably read those books anyway, but we'll try our best to get them on the TBR. Let's jump right into it. If you don't know what TBR stands for, it stands to be read. It's basically just a list of books that I want to get to in the month of May. I'm gonna pick out 8 random prompts, which is gonna get me to pick out 8 random books, and we're gonna go all over my bookshelves and hopefully find some great books to read. Okay, book number 1. I haven't put any new prompts in this month because she's full, but let's hopefully get some that we've not seen in a while. Dig like into a weird spot. Okay, got a really little one. Let's have a look. Oh no, okay. This prompt says to choose a book with a 1-word title. Now, I don't think a book with a 1-word title is boding very well for a fantasy romance. So, a 1-word title, where are we gonna go? I could read Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. Don't look at the back of my hair. Don't look at it, just don't. I could read Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. I've been meaning to get to that one. I'm really looking forward to reading it. We could do Collide by Bal Cabra. That's definitely a high contender. We also, oh my god, another book I want to get to, The Favourites by Lane Fargo. I always want to say Leigh Bardugo, like Lane Fargo and Leigh Bardugo, just same font. We've got Teddies by Melanie Harlett and we also have Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I just shouldn't even bother looking at my fantasy shelves because they're not going to be 1 words, are they? Praise by Sarah Kate, Priest by Sierra Simone. This is a lot harder than I was anticipating actually. I think the top runner is going to be Collide by Bal Cabra. Just a cheeky little hockey romance. I know Bestie 18 absolutely raves about Collide. She loves it, has reread it like several times, so I want to know what the hype is about. I'm going to New Zealand next week to visit my granny, and it's like we have layovers and stuff though, so I don't know how long the actual plane rides are. Probably like 5 hours total. So I got time to potentially sit down and finish a cheeky little easy read. Hello! I don't actually really know what this one's about. So let's have a look. When Summer Preston's, oh, that's right. Oh my god, okay, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me about the multitude of times that I've told you about this book. Sorry about the lighting, by the way. The sun keeps disappearing behind the clouds and there's not much I can do about it. So Summer, who is our heroine, is studying psychology, wants to become a sports psychologist, and she finds herself being kind of like assigned to the hockey team to study their movements, and I believe to specifically study their captain, who is Aiden. Obviously, they butt heads at the start because Summer hates everything hockey. They kind of come together a little bit. There we go. Summer can't stand his blasé approach to life and Aiden doesn't get her uptight scheduled one. They're off to a rocky start and provoking each other, it turns out, is what they do best. As sparks fly, neither wants to be the one to give in. Can they get everything they want, including each other? So this one sounds just like a fun, cute little read. I'm really excited to finally hopefully get to it. I'm already a little bit of the way into it from a couple of months ago. Did I get up to chapter 8? Oh my god. Well, I'm probably gonna start from the start. So, Collide by Bal Cabra is going on the TBR. Book number 2. Let's have a good dig down. It's a really big one from the feels of it. Oh, I don't think I've had this prompt before. Okay, that's so fun. A book / series with an element in the title, in brackets, fire, water, wind, earth, etc. Oh, I don't know if I have a book. Why did I even write this prompt? What book was I trying to get? Okay, so I think we'll probably go for just like broadly a weather element potentially, or maybe pictured on the cover. Wait, no, that's what I'm reading right now. I saw Storm and Shield by J.D. Evans on my bookshelf and I was like, oh my god, storms. That's elemental. I'm literally 70% of the way through it. Loving it, by the way. Dust Storm by Maggie Yates. That's elemental. A little bit of earth and a little bit of wind. Okay. Well, we also have Fear the Flames up there. I think I really want to read that right now either though. Alright, so it's gonna be Dust Storm. I think that might be the only option. Let me have a look at what the second book in the Blood and Steel series is called. What's number 2? Vows and Ruins. Storms leave ruins. No, I'm not gonna cheat the system. Oh, I really wish I could choose a JD Evans book. I think we're gonna go for Dust Storm by Maggie Gates. Again, it could be a cute little quick, easy kind of read for like on a plane. I also during May have been called up for jury duty for a 2-week trial, which is so incredible. I'm so sorry if it disturbs the book content, but oh my god. Anyway, we're gonna go with Dust Storm by Maggie Gates. You know what? Maybe the trial will be really heavy and weighing on my mind, and I'll need something light. So I think I'm gonna choose Dust Storm. This one, I believe our heroine is a journalist of some description, and I think she goes and stays out on this small town country farm. I think he runs cattle or something, I'm not sure. He's got 2 little girls, and I think she just interviews him, and they kind of, and like writes a good story, and they kind of fall in love. Yeah, that is actually the plot. It's like reading the blurb, trying to like pull anything out. But I've heard a lot of people love this book, so I'm a little bit excited to give it a chance. Book number 3. Let's get some fantasy romance up in here. Oh, it's a tiny one. No. Okay, this prompt says to read a non-fiction book. Now, why would we do that? My options: Norse mythology or how to write a book is my other option. Because I'm not a big non-fiction person, I'm gonna throw that prompt in the bin. I think what I'm leaning towards, because I don't like non-fiction, is Romancing the Beat, because she is tiny. She's probably, oh, I don't even know how many pages, 85 pages, I think. And it's like spread out, and it's just how to write a romance book pretty much, which okay, I watched The Last of Us last night. Season 2, episode 2. I played the game, so I knew it was coming, but put me in a very vulnerable emotional state, and I was just kind of like, this is inspiring. I want to make someone feel like this, so there's no better time than now. So I think I'm gonna put this one on the TBR. Literally just how to write a romance structured story, or like how to write a romance subplot in a bigger book. Could be interesting, could be fun. I've been wanting to kind of get started on potentially writing a book. I'm gonna put this one on the TBR and hopefully it helps me out. And it is non-fiction. It's non-fiction about fiction, which is great. Okay, prompt number 4. Please just give me some fantasy romance. Like, that's all I'm asking for. Okay. That's actually insane. Well, this prompt says to read a fantasy romance. I cannot believe that just happened. I did not orchestrate that. That's insane. I swear, sometimes the TBR jar really does just have a sense of humor. And I don't. This is a sentient being with a sense of humor, okay? I don't control her. She is just works out miracles, okay? But the book I'm going straight. Ooh. I was about to say the book I'm going straight for is A Fate Inked in Blood, but I really want to continue the Mages of the Wheel series. No, I'm gonna go for A Fate Inked in Blood. I'm gonna pull out my first copy and leave my second copy over there. This is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. This was my hyperfixation last year. I think I managed to mention somehow this book in every single video that I filmed last year because I loved it so much. It's Norse mythology inspired, Vikings. It's just incredible. They go on this like journey because the heroine discovers that she has power, and she eventually figures out that she has a very, very high power, and he's just kind of like along for the ride with her. He has like a drop of Tears blood so he can like wield fire. He's got like flaming axes. His dad marries her because he's like, you're my property. I'm gonna own you and control you, and you can be a weapon for me. And she's like, I don't have an option in this actually. So anyway, she goes along, she kind of discovers who she is, and it's just, oh my god, the Norse mythology stuff. And there's also this like, what's the word, this like spiritual, this spirit that kind of follows her and like tells her like, not riddles, I can't think of the word, but like alludes to stuff in the future. And oh my god, I'm gonna reread A Fate Inked in Blood, and it's gonna be fantastic. I'm so excited. Okay, on the TBR she goes. Book number 5. I love A Fate in Blood so much. So much. You're gonna have to be sick of me for the next probably month when I mention it in every video as well. Okay, book number, oh, whoa, okay, book number 5, prompt number 5, sorry, I was yapping while I was unwrapping it. Prompt number 5 says a book by my favorite author. Now, I could be sneaky and put A Curse Carved in Bone by Danielle L. Jensen on the TBR, but I kind of have this thing where I'm like, I feel like I can't claim you as a favorite author unless I've read more than like 1 or 2 of your books. Like I've only read A Fate Inked in Blood from Danielle, so I feel like I can't claim her as my favorite author. But a author who I could claim as my favorite is Miss J.D. Evans. I read Rain and Ruin. Rain and Ruin is 2025's A Fate Inked in Blood for me. It's my hyperfixation. I'm gonna find every opportunity that I can to mention it. Oh, it's just incredible, and I'm begging you to give the series a chance. So, I'm currently reading Storm and Shield. It's also incredible. So I feel like it's only right to pick up book 3, which is Siren and Scion. I'm actually not sure who this book follows. I kind of knew who the second one was going to follow because the first one teed it up, but so far, no idea. I don't know if I want to read the blurb because I don't want spoilers. I'm like tilting my head up so I can't see the rest of the blurb. She was beautiful. Let me just cover it actually. She was beautiful the way the ocean was beautiful, in a new way every time one looked. So we have a water mage as our heroine. Oh, she is water, bright and alluring, fathomless and profound. He is a bridge between peoples, artists, and criminal, vengeful and compassionate. Oh, I haven't met these characters. Amara Mutar has risen to the highest ranks of Tamar society by her wits. This is also a, I believe, Turkish inspired fantasy romance series. I saw someone say it's loosely based on the Ottoman Empire. I don't know anything about that, so I could be talking out of my absolute backside. Should probably actually look into that. She's has risen up to the highest ranks of Tamar society by her wits and ambition, but it is not high enough to keep those she loves and herself safe from a past that will not release her. Okay. Cassian Hader has sunk as low as it is possible to sink, but he intends to take back what is his and crush those who took everything that mattered from him after he's done stealing back all the other lives they've robbed. In exchange for a betrothal that would secure Amara's position in freedom, the Tamaran Sultana sends her on a dangerous hunt for lost mages of the 3rd house. In the last place any mage should be, Amara and Cassian are brought together deep inside the Republic, discover they have nothing and everything in common. But their paths were never meant to converge, and there are horrors in the heart of a rising empire that threaten both Amara's plans and every mage in Tamar. Knowing the fate of the circle rests in her hands, Amara must choose whether to serve her heart or her people. He was a shore upon which she crawled from the dark deep of her magic and fell against to breathe and taste the air again. Whoa, whoa. So throughout the series, the first one kind of sets it up with the Sultana and Makram, who's like the prince. She's like collecting the most powerful mages of every element because it's based on elemental magic, and it sounds like she's gonna get Amara to go on like a quest and venture to find the highest ranking 3rd house mage. It's going on my TBR. Hello, favorite author alert. Whoa. Okay, book number 6. Oh, I love that series so much. I'm so excited. Book number 6. So many prompts in my hand right now. Is that 1 or 2? It's 2. Oh, okay, fun. This prompt says to read a book set in a different country. I live in Australia, no books are set here. Can I choose a book set in a different kingdom? I could choose A Curse Carved in Bone by Danielle L. Jensen, the sequel to Fate Inked in Blood, because it's Norse and I believe it's set in old-timey Norway, I think. Don't take my word for that, but I think. And that's called thinking laterally, thinking outside of the box. I'm gonna do it. Hey, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I'm really proud of myself for coming up with that actually. Not really bending the rules, only a tiny bit. They call me a revolutionary of sorts. No, okay, so A Curse Carved in Bone is the sequel to A Fate Inked in Blood. It's the direct sequel, so I can't really say much without spoiling stuff that happened in A Fate Inked in Blood, but we got left on a huge cliffhanger. The fact this book is coming out this month is like so exciting to me, but we got left on a huge cliffhanger. A Curse Carved in Bone is gonna pick up right where it left off. Hopefully our 2 main characters are at wit's end with each other. They don't know what's true, what's real, what to believe anymore. I'm really excited. Okay, Curse Carved in Bone, going on the TBR. Book number 7, I think. Okay, book number 7. Oh my god, I've literally got goosebumps right now. I'm so excited. Okay, I think that's 1. It feels like a little one. It's kind of long, very long actually. I can't open it. Ow. Okay, this is a fun one, a little bit interactive. We have a book closest to 300 pages. Well, I immediately don't think it's gonna be a fantasy romance. Oh, it could be actually. We have Slaying the Vampire Conqueror is 300, you probably can't see it, but it's 348 pages. I don't know what else to read because no romance is really calling to me at the moment. Actually, there's one romance that's calling to me. We have Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. Literally said earlier that I'm not in the mood for a country single dad, but I'll make the exception for Gus. How many pages? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wait a damn minute. Oh, that's okay. Whoa, wait. Is that, where am I? Oh, that's, it's bang on 300 pages. Don't read it because it's gonna be spoilers, but that's pretty damn good. That's bang on. Lost and Lassoed is going on my TBR, I guess. We have Lost and Lassoed. Lassoed by Lila Sage. This one follows Teddy and Gus. Teddy is like the best friend of Amy in the first book. She's a regular occurrence in the series. So is Gus because he's the oldest brother. They have this really like great banter. They honestly hate each other. They kind of despise each other, but you know that's gonna make for a great tension-filled romance. His little sister's best friend, the woman he can't stand, is not who he had in mind. Oh, for what? Me reading from halfway down the blurb expecting to know what's going on. Let's try that again. Teddy Anderson doesn't have a plan. She's more of a go with the flow type of girl, but for some reason the flow doesn't seem to be going her way this time. Gus Ryder's got a lot on his plate. He's always been the dependable one, but when his workload starts to overwhelm him, he has to admit that he can't manage everything on his own. He needs help. His little sister's best friend, the woman he can't stand, is not who he had in mind. But when no one else can step in to look after his little girl, Teddy's the only option he's got. Tempers flare, tension builds, and for the first time ever, Gus and Teddy start to see each other in a different light. As new feelings start to simmer below the surface, can they keep things cool or will both of them get burnt? So it's a little bit of a babysitter kind of vibe, which, you know, I don't mind in a single dad romance. So I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna chuck Lost and Lassoed on the TBR. It's gonna be interesting to see how Lila goes about taking them from hate to love in only 300 pages, because I feel like if you're gonna flesh that out well enough, it's a little bit challenging, but she might be able to do it. Book prompt, whatever, number 8, I think. 8? Yes, 8. I can't count. Give me a good one to end off the video, please, TBR JAR gods. Pretty please, amen. Let's end this video off with a banger, hopefully. This prompt says an OG book talk book you haven't read yet. Now, I obviously, and a little bit unfortunately, can't choose The Night and the Moth for this one because it's not out yet. My mind immediately went to Darling Venom by Parker S. Huntington because I feel like that was an OG book, at least when it was popular at the time when I joined Book Talk. Everyone was reading it and raving about it, so could read that one. I don't know if the mental health can cope with that one at the moment though, so we'll see. Viral Book Talk book, it could continue the Heartstopper series. April is not over at the time of filming this, so I still have time to read the final 2 Heartstopper books. Maybe I won't choose a Heartstopper book. I've just seen a book. An OG though, no! An OG book talk book that I haven't read yet. OG. How old are we saying OG is? Oh, I'm actually mad. Because I've just seen The Favourites by Lane Fargo and I feel like this is currently a viral book talk book. I feel like it's not gained OG status. Although the wave of popularity I feel like has reached its peak and is coming back down again, so can she be classed as an OG now? I really wish you could answer me. I really want to read this. I think I also have the audiobook for it. Background in theatre, women's studies, and library science. Very Lane Fargo. I think it's either going to be The Favourites or it's going to be Darling Venom. I don't know that I have the mental stability to read Darling Venom right now though, because I know it's upsetting. Or no, I really want to read this book. I feel like it's gonna, if it's not OG yet, it is gonna achieve OG status because it's very similar to Daisy Jones and the Six and everybody seems to love it. So by that maths, by my calculations, I think I'm gonna do it. Are you guys mad at me? I'm bending the prompts rules a little bit, but I really want to read this book. I'm pretty sure I have the audiobook and I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. This one, The Favourites by Lane Fargo. I'm doing it. I'm committing to the bit. I'm bending the rules a tiny bit, but when do I not? So, The Favourites by Lane Fargo, I'm fairly certain is about two figure skaters, or one figure skater, her journey through her figure skating career. And I'm pretty sure she gets kind of like tied up in a bit of a scandal, and she goes to this like reporter potentially and wants to put her story out there from her perspective and straight from her mouth, rather than like it going through the tabloids and getting misconstrued and whatever. And so it's kind of like a cross between interview style and flashbacks, I guess. Let me actually read the blurb, maybe that'll help. Katarina Shaw, now that's a figure skater if ever I've heard one, has always known she's destined to become an Olympic skater. When she meets Heath Rocha, a lonely kid stuck in the foster care system, their instant connection that makes them a formidable duo on the ice. Clinging to skating and each other to escape their turbulent lives, Kat and Heath go from childhood sweethearts to champion ice dancers, captivating fans with their scorching chemistry, rebellious style, and rollercoaster relationship, until at the Olympic Games, as the world holds its breath, a shocking incident instantly destroys their partnership. 10 years later, an unauthorized tell-all documentary reignites the public's obsession with Shay and Rocha. If Kat wants to own her story, she must break her silence. As Kat's account of her dramatic rise and fall alternates with scandalous interviews from the film, The Favourites spins into a dance between passion, ambition, and what it truly means to win. Sensational rumours have haunted Kat and Heath's every step for years, but the truth may be even more outrageous than the headlines. Okay, I'm gonna read it. I'm breaking the rules, but I'm gonna read it. My TBR, can you see it? Let me pick it up. Let me pick it up and show it to you. She's looking beautiful, if I do say so myself. Very colourful, very light and airy. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let me know, as per usual, if you've read any of these books. I want to hear all of your thoughts, all of your opinions, if you loved it, if you hated it. So, let's have a little recap. The first book, I'm bending the rules, we've established this, for the prompt of an OG book talk book I haven't read yet. It's gonna be The Favourites by Lane Fargo. Then we had prompt number 2 of a book set in a different country. I guess bending the rules on this one a little bit too and going with A Curse Carved in Bone. And then we have a book closest to 300 pages, and I got lost and lassoed, which is bang on 300 pages. Then we have a book by my favourite author, who I'm pretty certain is JD Evans, so I'm going to be reading Siren and Scion. Then we have the incredible prompt, the TBR JAR gods were looking down upon me, the incredible prompt of a fantasy romance, and I'm going to be reading A Fate Inked in Blood, rereading I should say. Then we have the incredibly annoying prompt, which is going in the bin after this, for a non-fiction book, and I'm going to be picking up Romancing the Beat by Gwen Hayes. Hopefully it's good and hopefully I learned something from it. Then we had a book slash series with an element in the title, in brackets fire, water, wind, earth, etc. And I'm going to be picking up Dust Storm by Maggie Yates. And then we have a book with a one-word title, and I'm going to be picking up Collide by Balcabra. I don't think I've been this excited for a TBR lineup in a hot second. I'm really looking forward to reading the majority of the books on this list. I could do without Dust Storm if I'm not gonna lie, but I'm looking forward to the rest of them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you've read any of these books, let me know all about it. I want to hear about it down in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I would love to have you here, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!